Braun Strowman seems to be on track to becoming one of WWE's top big men in the coming years. This mountain of a man is a tremendous athlete, who although doesn't have tons of wrestling experience, is a huge presence in the ring and is comfortable on the mic as well. His recent push as a singles competitor has allowed him to develop further as a wrestler, and he's recently landed a spot on Raw's team for Survivor Series. Today, Wrestling Out presents Wrestling Origins, Braun Strowman. Adam Scherr was born in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina on September 6, 1983. Adam says he's a country boy and was always country strong. He was a huge kid and would eventually graduate high school at 6'5", 305 pounds. What's even more interesting is that Adam didn't lift weights until well into his teen years. He really was just naturally jacked. His dad wouldn't let him lift until he was about 16 due to that old myth about stunting your growth. Regardless, when he did start lifting in high school, Adam was comfortably bench pressing and squatting around 300 pounds. Jumping back a bit for a second, Adam was a huge fan of wrestling since he was a teenager. He remembers watching from the Monday Night Wars to the early 2000s when he graduated high school. Though he was a huge fan, Adam says he never thought in a million years that he would become a wrestler in the WWE. Fun fact, Adam mentioned on the Stone Cold podcast that he didn't have cable in his house until he was 13 years old. Anyways, since Adam was absolutely massive, of course he was naturally expected to play football. Adam played his first 2 years of high school, but wasn't allowed to play after that due to doing poorly in class. His bad grades would prevent Adam from getting into a good college and continue playing, which really hurt his chances at playing pro football. However, he would play what he calls semi-pro football for about 4 years after high school and was quite good. He would even attend the NFL Combine in 2007, but his lack of college experience meant nobody was really interested in the big man. Around this time, Adam was working as a security guard at a nightclub. He says that while he was working there, he was noticed by a professional strongman, somebody who trains to complete huge feats of strength. He says the strongman saw potential in him due to his immense size and stature, thus recommended he look into becoming a strongman himself. He would start training specifically to become a strongman in 2009. He would set a record for the fastest person to turn pro by earning his professional status in just 2 years, after winning the NAS US Amateur National Championships. It's worth noting that Adam was a bit different than other strongmen in the sense that he wasn't all about lifting, but he enjoyed being a showman as well. He says he loved getting the crowd pumped up, which was easy with the natural charisma he possesses. From there, he would win the 2012 Arnold Amateur Strongman Championships, among many other competitions, and in 2013 would be invited to the legendary Arnold Strongman Classic. To put into perspective how significant that is, this event is known for only inviting the 10 strongest men on the planet. Unfortunately, he would suffer an injury during his first lift at the event. Around that time, Scherr revealed he was undergoing negotiations with WWE, and on May 12, 2013, Adam Scherr was signed by the company. The WWE was turned on to him by Mark Henry, who had met Adam at a competition where they quickly became friends. He would start training at the WWE Performance Center in Florida in July of 2013, and was given the name Braun Strowman, which would eventually become Braun Strowman. He made his first televised appearance as one of Adam Rose's Rosebuds in May, and would make his wrestling debut at an NXT live event on December 19, 2014, where he defeated Chad Gable. He would have a few more dark matches on NXT and main event as well. He would continue training for a while, and would surprisingly make his debut on Raw on August 24, 2015, as part of the Wyatt family, where he attacked Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. This is very uncommon in today's WWE, as most superstars spend a long time down in NXT before getting called up. He would have his first televised match the next week where he defeated Ambrose, though via disqualification. Strowman fit in well with the Wyatts and would have his first pay-per-view match at Night of Champions in 2015, where he helped defeat Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Chris Jericho. Constantly improving his ring skills, Strowman would appear in the 2016 Royal Rumble and score 5 eliminations before being eliminated himself by Brock Lesnar. However, Strowman would return with the family and eliminate Lesnar, which helped put over Strowman as a monster, according to Dave Meltzer. From there, the Wyatts would quickly feud with Ryback, Big Show, and Kane, where the teams traded wins. After their match at WrestleMania 32 was cancelled, the Wyatt family would begin a feud with the New Day for the Tag Team Championships, though couldn't capture them. At the 2016 WWE Draft, Strowman was split up from the Wyatt family and drafted to Raw, starting his run as a singles competitor. Strowman would change up his appearance a bit and get some new music to help create a new persona for him. Braun would start squashing local talent for weeks, most notably the legendary James Ellsworth. This would turn into handicap matches, sometimes 3-on-1, but he would continue to dominate. Most recently, a feud was seemingly set up with Sami Zayn, but the two never had a one-on-one match. Instead, Braun would eliminate Zayn in a battle royal, winning himself a spot on Team Raw's Survivor Series in the process. And that was Wrestling Origins Braun Strowman. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of this guy and I think he could be really successful in the WWE, so let me know what you think of him below. As always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for another episode of Wrestling Origins every Friday. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.